Aloha. You're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Senior Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. How's that for an opening? That's special FX in the physical world, not the digital world. We're here at Oracle OpenWorld at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, and I have one of my favorite F5ers. He's a senior product marketing manager. You've probably seen him on camera with me numerous times, and a lot he's behind the camera. So whenever you hear me say, and my good buddy Jonathan behind the lens, that's the two fingers that you see. Jonathan, how's it going?
Very good, Peter. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So we're just having this conversation here about delivering Oracle apps in the cloud and how people are dispersing their apps. And I was telling Jonathan, I'm like, isn't that just like DNS in the cloud? And Jonathan's like, no, it's much bigger than DNS, Pasilva. So tell me, what are the benefits and how do people go about delivering Oracle apps in the cloud?
Yeah, very good question. We have for a long time, of course, been managing apps between data centers and global app management. We've been scaling DNS quite a bit lately, and as you look to migrate your apps into the cloud, we can not only scale the DNS and the DNS profiles associated to those applications, but you're migrating apps to the cloud. Now you've chosen Oracle Cloud Services, multiple potential instances, we can manage that traffic very efficiently.
And so so a user they type in their Oracle URL or whatever resource they need to get to, and what happens from there?
Yeah, what happens from there is an administrator behind the scenes has designed various cloud instances to support that user. So the request happens, it's a DNS request. We behind the scenes have scaled and provide very high performance to respond to that user very quickly. Also, based on location of the cloud services and location of that user, we can route that user to the best Oracle application.
And I noticed you got a couple pictures back here. Did you want to reference those anytime during this video?
Yes, so we are helping Oracle customers as maybe they have instances where they need to migrate a certain percentage of their apps to the cloud. We're there to help them. We can help replicate their DNS profiles for those applications. And as they're managing the traffic into multiple cloud instances, we can provide migration and as well as burst. For instance, there's a number of different situations where you might want to use a cloud service or a cloud instance as disaster recovery, active, passive. A server goes down, an application goes down. Of course, we could route to a cloud service as a disaster recovery. Or you may want to say, I'm going to use a SaaS service, and so I'm going to route and migrate, I'm going to migrate and then route based on availability of that application and where that user is located, or business logic, that sort of thing.
And it's kind of it's a hybrid infrastructure now that we're talking about. It's not necessarily, you have your primary data center, your secondary data center, and then something else going on. It's really about having probably a physical data center, a virtual data center, and then probably some cloud provider there in the mix and directing people to wherever the appropriate content is.
Yeah, we're there to support whatever opportunity and give you the flexibility to design it how you want to. As you decide to migrate certain applications to the cloud, we'll be able to easily give you that hybrid cloud support and management. So for instance, you go and choose multiple cloud instances. That's a hybrid cloud. We can easily manage the traffic between multiple cloud instances as well as on-prem. So on-prem, cloud, multiple cloud, we're there to help support and manage that traffic for you.
And so you're talking really about, first it's DNS, getting them to the right data center. And then in a lot of ways, it's that auth piece. You are who you say you are to then ensure that you're gaining access to your specific resources on the front end. And then on the back end, even being able to replicate the database and the information between data centers on the back end so the information is always current.
Yes, that's correct. So not only can we route based on availability, we can replicate. So say for instance, you're looking at all your great DNS profiles, we can replicate that to a cloud. Of course, we have WAN off behind scenes between data centers to help support replication there. So whether you're trying to migrate to the cloud, secure that cloud. Part of our replication is replicating response performance, but also security. But also we have firewall technologies, application security technologies that cover layer 3 through layer 7, on-prem, and whatever cloud instance you're looking at for Oracle. So,
Jonathan always has a good story to tell, doesn't he?
thank you, Peter.
So a lot more about how we can help deliver Oracle apps from any data center out there, whether it be a cloud, a hybrid data center, or your physical data center sitting right in your backyard, huh?
That's correct. And for more information, we have a solution overview online. So go to f5.com, look at our partners, and look at Oracle. And we have a solution overview to help guide you through as you look at Oracle cloud opportunities, and of course, continue to support your Oracle applications.
Always fun with you, Jonathan. So thanks for joining me, as always.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah. So I got Courtney behind the lens. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney, my good buddy Jonathan, as always. I'm Peter, and we're with F5 Networks. Thanks for watching.